The galaxies in our universe don't conform to physics. They are vortexes. Gravity is greatest at the center of a galaxy. And like the water that accelerates in a vortex in your sink, or a hurricane, or a tornado, the inside of a galaxy should be spinning far faster than the outside of it. But it's not. They've discovered that the outside of a galaxy is spinning 10 times too fast. 10 times faster than what they say it should be. 10 times faster. The outside of galaxies is spinning faster than the inside. This completely defies physics.
Oh, what the hell are you babbling about now? Galactic rotation defies physics? How could the universe defy physics? Physics is the study of the nature of the universe. So are you saying that the universe is defying itself? The statement has no meaning. It is a contradiction in terms. Okay, let's see what has old evidence-free in such a tizzy.
The more mass, or stuff, you have in an object, the more gravitational pull it will have. And the further an object is from the center, the slower it should travel in orbit, because the gravitational pull is weaker. It's like the sun's influence on our solar system. The mass of the sun pulls Mercury faster than Pluto, because Mercury is positioned closer to the sun.
Likewise, for a galaxy, you would expect that as you got further and further away, things are moving more and more slowly to stay in their orbits.
But Zwicky didn't observe that. Neither did a young scientist named Vera Rubin 50 years later. She was observing the rotational curves of galaxies, similar to the Milky Way. Like Zwicky, her observations also seemed strange.
What Vera Rubin actually measured was that you got further and further away, the velocity of the orbiting gas and dust remained constant.
New discoveries? Say it ain't so! We didn't know everything about galaxies when they were discovered 100 years ago? Well, I got news for you. We still don't know everything about them. But you don't seem bothered by the existence of galaxies. You are perfectly happy to accept not only their existence, but that they rotate. That's quite an omission for a geocentrist. But what part of what they are saying bothers you so much?
The outer parts of the galaxy were rotating fast enough that there must be a lot more mass, otherwise the galaxy would have flown apart.
The only way to resolve this paradox of galaxies which spin 10 times too fast is to assume that there is a halo of invisible matter surrounding the galaxy, keeping the galaxy whole.
Uh-oh, they used the word assume. That's never a good word to use around a creationist. We'll come back to this later. But let's hear your explanation. Why do you think the rotation of galaxies is so important for you to make an entire video about it?
There are many things about our universe, and even our solar system, which completely defy physics. You see, the evolutionists have concocted many theories to try to explain away the universe and our solar system without the hand of God. But they cannot do it. They try and try as they like. They even invent things, invent kinds of matter, invent forces. They invent a lot of things to try to explain away. And when they do this, they go outside of science, because they're conjuring something that does not even exist and claiming, oh, that does it. That's the whole filler. That fixes everything. But it doesn't even exist.
Of course, it's the evil evolutionist conspiracy card. Haven't we been here before? Haven't we had enough of this paranoid conspiracy theory? Hasn't it been debunked enough? Apparently not. I'm not going to say much on this, only that the hand of God is not the null hypothesis, because there is no evidence for it. Why would anything in the Bible be indicated by a failure of science to fully explain what religion doesn't explain at all?
They even invent things, invent kinds of matter, invent forces. They invent a lot of things to try to explain away.
Creationists like NephilimFree claim astrophysicists or evolutionist astronomers simply make things up to fill in gaps.
But it doesn't even exist.
But is it really just an assumption without evidence? NephilimFree believes that the default position is the existence of God, and decides that any attempt to update our understanding to fit new discoveries as denying this truth. As if not knowing everything means we should stop trying and forget everything we do understand. You see, Neph, sane people, when confronted with the equation 2 plus x equal 12, would say that, even though it is not written, based on the available evidence, x must be 10. You, on the other hand, say, we cannot see what the x is, therefore it must be
God. You see, galaxies, as the evolutionist scientists you've just heard spoke, state, galaxies should not have formed and should not even exist, considering what we observe about them.
No. They never said that galaxies should not or could not exist, because clearly they do. Only that we do not have a full understanding of their nature. Therefore, it must be God.